It's that time again.
Happy sinking
everybody.
of the mayo.
Hey, and if you're watching, I don't know who's here now. If anybody's here, I don't
She
know. But
is coming. She
hi
is
everybody.
on
It,
her
it looks
way.
a little different.
Hello.
It's like the
I'm Paul Lynn tonight. I'm in the middle.
in the middle. I'm Paul Lynn. How many people remember that guy?
I
We're
do.
missing Shauna. So if you
She's
see
on. She
Shauna,
said.
tell her it's Tuesday. It's
She
Tuesday.
said
She's supposed to be here. She didn't tell us.
combing.
She didn't tell us that she
COMING.
was. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was that
Uh oh. Uh
somebody
oh.
just popped in?
Make
There
make her
she
wait a
is.
moment. Make her wait. Make her
Here.
wait like
No, I
35
should make her
seconds.
wait. Should make her wait. It's all right. Now
You're
you're in the
muted.
wrong place.
And now we can't hear you.
So here it is, 30 seconds before the show, and I sent
Sorry.
Shauna a text. And I said, Shauna. Anyhow,
Already
okay,
A.M.O.K.
never mind. Happy
Yes.
sinking of the
Sorry.
mayo.
Well, like we started again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yada yada yada. Creepy music, neat background. Hi everybody.
Oh yeah.
Happy Tuesday.
What's up? Welcome to A.M.O.K. Sorry.
Hey, we're all doing great,
Sorry.
man. How about you? We thought maybe the rain swept you away somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't know.
No, it's called my job, and they won't fix things for me. So
Three-letter word.
sorry.
I had forgotten, and you
Yeah.
told us that it was going to
Ooh,
be
That's a nasty
getting right at the
three-letter word.
edge.
Fix.
It is a very nasty, and I'm very, very peeved right now because they were supposed to fix it to where I only get 30 minutes for lunch instead of an hour, so I could get off at 6:30. But no, they have not done
No.
Hmm.
Say I'll
No.
take my lunch
All
at
right,
the end of
well,
the day.
it. I told them I didn't want to take a lunch. I could get off at 6, but
Fine.
Yeah.
I'll get my spirit box out. You will be fine. You will be fine.
we can
We'll
hope.
adjust the
We can
show.
hope.
We'll adjust the show
Speaking
to
of-
7:05.
Speaking of spirit box, Shauna, do you
7:05,
know,
yeah.
one of the I was listening to one of the recordings, and I believe on Saturday night at the investigation, a
Mhm.
spirit said, "Mr. Rawmiller."
Really?
Yes, I'm trying to figure out where I heard it this morning, but I was half awake. But I will send that stuff to you. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. They said my whole name.
Yes.
That would be
They
Yes,
call me
this-
Mister, so they were insulting
not-
me, right?
That's that's nothing that would just
No.
that'd be that'd be hard to
That's
be a
the
coincidence on that.
Second
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
second
Rawmiller,
time now
yeah.
that this has happened.
There's only 2
Yeah.
of those I met in my life. And,
I know, and
Yeah.
yeah, and
you have
you've
to
seen
be-
the other one more than I do.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty. When I saw that name, I was like, hey, I wonder if you're that guy. If you're, and he was.
Well, he tells me all about your antics. When
Oh boy.
see, he can
Oh,
talk about
boy.
it. You can't.
The one thing is, if you come
Oh, yeah.
to where I work, and I work at the VA here in Fort Smith, and if you come to that and you're sitting in my waiting room, you get kind of a show because I try to interact with as many people as I can.
Well, dang it.
but-
I feel so left out that I don't get to go to your VA clinic.
Well, you can,
That's
Yeah,
a long
it's a
drive.
but
Just show up.
it's just show up.
That's all.
But yeah,
I
Right.
did once. Well, I couldn't go in, but I showed up
You
and
can
we ended
go
up going to lunch.
But you were
you
there.
can go in.
We went to lunch. Remember, about 2 years ago.
We went to lunch.
You could
Went to lunch. Yeah.
Went to
Anyway.
lunch.
at an overpriced chicken place, but they have
Yes.
fried mushrooms.
Yeah.
They do have fried mushrooms. That was good. I like it.
Ooh.
They had good French fries too.
I'm so hungry.
Unlike-
I haven't had anything since 8 o'clock this morning.
Unlike-
My
Oh,
dinner
no.
is sitting right
Yeah.
here. I can't even get to it.
I ate.
'cause I was late.
I got hamburger meat thawed out in there for tacos after I get off here. So
It is Cinco de Mayo.
There you go.
it is. And it's also Return of the 5th.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
Return of the 6th.
Yesterday
Tomorrow,
was
Revenge
May
of
the
the
4th be
Sixth.
with you.
Revenge of the 6th.
right.
Yep.
That's right.
Wait, we have. I was watching this and I forgot to turn to the chat. So hi everybody in the chat. I'm not ignoring you. I just wasn't there. Anyhow, well, who we got? You know who we got tonight? Do you know how to
We
pronounce
We have
his name?
William Bove. Yeah.
Oh,
Bove.
no, no,
William
no,
Bove.
boy, you're
We learned
wrong, boy.
we learned that. That's
You
what happens when you
missed it.
show up on time.
I forgot. No, I had him on my show, and I know it's Bove, and I just messed it up. I'm sorry.
So you know so you,
I can see him in the back.
No excuse now. Now you got no
Wrong with
I
excuse.
know he's going. I even messaged her hours
Okay.
ago.
What?
And he's probably also saying, I know where Ken now lives, and he's going to come and visit me. And
Yes, I did
about,
tell him.
we're going to talk about Shaw.
We're talking about Shaw tonight? I thought we were
Oh
talking about
no,
the
we're talking
big
about
guy.
William tonight.
Tonight's all, oh no, tonight's not about Shaw. Tonight's about William.
Who is William?
William
Who's
is
gonna-
an author,
There
and
you
he's
go.
also a cryptid researcher. So he does a lot of different things, and he's very intriguing, very interesting, and a very awesome and sweet guy. So
Cool.
we can.
We're gonna bring him in.
Yeah,
we're
we can bring him
we're
in.
all going to go
Like right
like this
now?
when he comes in, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a palm
we all have
reader
to go
too.
like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on in, William.
Here, come
You got to
on.
push the button.
Oh.
I did push a button. Yeah.
Look at that. We're all
Yeah,
ready
how
for
are
you.
you?
We're ready for you.
You
Oh,
did
so many long lifelines.
wrong with him.
Yay, that's always a good sign.
I like that answer. That's good.
Me too.
Oh,
Wasn't
Thank you
me,
guys
was
so
it?
much. It's great being here again.
that's awesome.
We're glad to have you.
Awesome. Glad to have you. And my doggo wants to say hello. Come on.
You gotta make the entrance. So there you go.
Hello.
Oh, what kind of dog?
He is
It's
a
a
big
mixture
one.
of a pit bull and a German
Black
Shepherd.
one. It's a
Oh, that's
black one.
awesome.
That's a weird mix.
Super sweet.
But-
He is
but he-
beautiful.
But he's a sweet one. So
Puppy,
Yes, he is.
puppy.
I can't have my dogs in here because they're very yappy. and yappy and whiny. I got chihuahuas. I got 4 of them. So it's kind of a it's
Aw.
one of those
Can't
things.
have my dogs here either because I don't have any.
I have an adopted
Me either,
Aussie
Ken.
Blue Healer with my fiance and a black cat named
Oh.
Myra.
Cool.
Right on.
There you go.
But they're
Nice.
not here right now.
Either one of them.
Working.
Nope.
Wow, you're all alone by yourself.
Oh no, my
They left you unsupervised.
they did. They really did.
Shaw did that 2 weeks ago when we were down in West Plains, and I go, everybody, she left me alone. I'm unsupervised, and I'm
Unsupervised.
live. I'm live on camera. Squirrel.
That's pretty
Well,
much
here's
what it was
a-
the whole time was
Here's the
squirrel.
cat.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, right on.
Oh,
Cute.
so sweet.
Oh.
She's
I'm a
awesome.
cat person, so yay.
My fiance is behind me. She had the picture.
Aw.
Tell
So
her
you
hi.
got
We said hi.
they said that they say you're an author and stuff like that. So you're
Oh.
writing books and shit and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's-
Oh,
Oh,
here's the
it
dog.
wasn't me this
Oh,
time.
shoot.
Aww.
Oh my gosh, I had to get the shaker out on that
Hi.
Oh, yay. It wasn't
No, my
me.
fiance's got sciatica pretty bad, so she's laying down.
Oh
Oh,
no.
there you go.
Aw.
one.
So tell us a
sir,
little bit about your books.
I think the question was, tell us something about your book without using the
Yeah.
expletives.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Um,
So you're an author and stuff is what I meant to say. So what kind of authoring do you do?
Gothic horror and Gothic romance mainly.
Oh, okay.
I have one nonfiction book, which is my empath book. And the little bit I'll say about my vampire books is vampires in the Great Depression.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Were they depressed?
so
Nope.
Nope.
No.
They weren't depressed.
A whole bunch
Yep.
of emo vampires.
Great Depression. So
I
back,
adore
in,
So-
vampires. They're
back in
amazing.
the 20s, huh?
I'm intrigued now. I'm trying to think of all the
Yeah.
directions.
Well, that's
I
why
don't know.
I
with that.
thought you would
Yeah.
love to have him
Yeah.
on here, Pam,
Yeah.
because you
So
are
did they
a
just
librarian.
feed off of people who had nothing, or that just decided to have a lot of stuff and then they got rid of it and they gave it to him or her?
They will feed on everyone and anyone, but if you see them at a distance, they dress like everyone looking for a job at the time. So if you see them, like I said, at a distance, they look like everybody else, but up close, there's definitely something not human going on there.
Cool.
Wow. Okay.
It's like
That's
the teeth.
cool.
You
So-
know, people would stand out. You know those.
Oh yeah, they do have that.
I like this.
And they
And they
description.
don't sparkle in the sunlight.
No, they do
Yeah.
not sparkle. They
We have a
burn
guy.
real nice.
we have a guy here in town, Fort Smith, Arkansas, who's running to be the new mayor, who's a
Oh, yeah?
vampire. Yeah,
He's
Really?
what?
he's a
Interesting.
vampire. Yeah, he wears the teeth and everything like that.
That's awesome.
So what's so funny is,
That is
what's so funny is
amazing.
he doesn't have a bad platform, but I'm afraid
Oh.
that he. Well, see, I have a hard time voting for him, even though he's got a good platform, all because vampires suck. But
But
And he only works at night.
that's
Yeah, he keeps out hours.
but it's funny. We do actually have a guy who's self-proclaimed vampire. He's running for mayor.
Oh, yeah?
of Arkansas. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Oh
I'm
my
intrigued. How did
God.
you come up with the storyline for vampires, number one, and then to incorporate the Great Depression with that?
I've
I was
always
gonna
loved
ask.
vampires so dearly. They're my favorite supernatural. They always will be. They're the perfect symbol of Gothic horror and Gothic romance to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose the Great Depression so vampires could enjoy like the anonymity of it and remain invisible as much as possible. Because I figured no one really messes with anyone too much during the Great Depression. And everyone's too preoccupied with what's going on, finding a job, taking care of their families, or taking care of themselves. That a group of people or just a couple of people milling around passing by pretty much goes unnoticed. But I knew quite a bit about the Great Depression, but there were some things I had to research for a couple of weeks some unique things that I put in the story.
Very
Yeah, that was-
cool. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
that,
check
that
them
was
out.
that was a time where everybody kept to themselves because there was nothing else to do because they couldn't do anything except
You were
stay,
focused on-
stay depressed.
You were focused on living, that there
Exactly.
was no room for anything else. So yeah.
Right.
So
And
does
any
it?
place they stay, they'll burn down and destroy. So there's no evidence of anything.
Yeah. Oh wow. Cool.
Wow. So this took
I'm
place.
excited.
I'm sorry. So the it took place in the U.S. then, or
Yep.
Okay.
I don't really say
Sure.
what state, but it's heavily influenced with Missouri.
okay?
Cool.
But I don't really ever come out and say what state it's in. And I'm done with the first two books, and I'm working on the final one. And it's almost 1940 right now, where
Very
the story
cool.
is.
So you're continuing. There's multiple books.
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
The first two books are in one book, and the third book is going to be the standalone, and it's going to be the longest one.
Okay. Well, you can use the mispronunciation of Missouri and say living in the state of misery.
Well,
I could.
I think it makes a lot of
You-
sense. if
You
you're
may
gonna
quote
do
me.
your- if you're going to do the stories in the Depression era in your Missouri, because I get depressed when I go to Missouri.
It would go right along with it.
Very cool.
Have you always been a writer? I mean,
Since I was a little boy, that's when I knew. I read Edgar Allan Poe's Mask of the Red Death when I was 6 years old, and I read it over and over and over. And I sat back in spellbound wonderment at Poe's style of symbolism and allegory and illustration. And a voice came up in my soul, it woke up everything within me and said, "This is who you are and what you're meant to do with your life." And I said to it, "I don't know how." And it said, "Let me show you." And I've been following ever since, and I always will.
Nice.
Wow.
I can't
So,
write.
so you
I
so
want
you
to.
do have a
I think
muse.
my ADD that kills
Mhm.
me. I just can't. I get bored with it real quick.
That's
Oh,
kind of
no.
cool though.
I
So
can't
you
do it.
have it. So you have a muse, and seriously, you have a muse,
Mhm.
and does your muse have a name? Do you know who that muse is that's been guiding you this whole time?
No, not really. It's more, I mean, it's an identity, but it's to put, I guess, to make it more tangible. If your talents that you're born with could have a voice and a nature and a soul and a spirit and a will,
Mhm.
that's what it would be.
Okay,
Nice.
that kind of makes sense. Okay, interesting. So you've been writing since you were a child,
Hmm.
and that's just a few years ago, right? So have you just written the gothic horror and romance type um, stories, or have you written other things as well?
Stories, poems, short stories. I've also written articles, essays, done interviews, been on podcasts like this one. I've done 5 celebrity interviews so far, and I want to do that for the rest of my life. I want to get as many celebrities as I can because I want to get mainly the ones that I grew up with. I was born in '75, and I grew up in the '80s, and all the
Okay.
horror and the magic of film and the horror and the magic of horror back then. It
Mhm.
was a lot of the directors and producers back then were just like big kids. You could tell they were doing it for the fun of it, and just movie after movie after movie. And I loved it so much and so dearly, and I wanted to be such a strong part of it that to advance time till now, they're a lot of the celebrities are much older, and the producers and the directors, and we're not going to have them for forever. And I
Yeah.
want to be able to make those connections, and I want to be able to talk to them. And a lot of these people are wonderful people. They're really great people. They're really no different from like a lot of others. There's oh shoot, there's another author I know, a local author named Jim Owsley, and
Okay.
I don't know how much of this I'm able to say, but he knows John Carpenter's wife and is
Wow.
good friends
Okay.
with John Carpenter's wife. And John
Nice.
Carpenter will not do interviews, like
Yeah.
ever, ever, never. And he said he just likes to play video games a lot and hang out.
Mm.
And sometimes he'll like walk by, and Jim and his wife will be talking. You'll see John Carpenter kind of look over and say, "Oh, who's that?" And then go, and Jim has to hold himself back and like, "Oh my god, Jim, oh my god," which I'm sure I would do.
Oh, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it
I asked
was.
him if he could ask his wife if I could interview John Carpenter. I mean, knowing full well that he won't give an interview, I had to try though.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
for
Yeah,
sure.
It can't
Hey,
hurt.
what's the worst that can happen? Them
Yeah.
say no,
Yeah.
No.
right?
So
So how
you're.
did your approach? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Oh,
I was going to say, how
say.
did your approach? Oh, wait,
Shah, after you. Ladies first.
how does your approach differ when writing from an anthology versus working on your own projects?
The approach is always the same. A lot of authors, from what I see and what I feel, pull from like an external source or look to things going on in society or things in their own life or things that might be going on like politically, socially, financially, diseases that are going around. A lot of that has contributed to a lot of great books. There's nothing wrong with that. Everything with me just always comes from within. Everything writes it before I have knowledge of it, but it comes out to me when it wants to. So if I'm not writing actually physically or typing, it's always working on my behalf. Anthologies, though, I find a lot more fun. They're a lot quicker and faster, and you can churn out a lot of stories. I don't want to say easier, but in much less time than a book or several short stories or a novella would take. Not that the time factor is any kind of awful thing or anything like that. Both are enjoyable regardless. But anthologies give you the means to maybe write something you haven't thought of before, or maybe go into a genre that you might not be too comfortable with. Like there's everything from with horror, there's sci-fi, there's comedy, there's Western, there's Victorian, there's absurdist, there's comedic stuff like Young Frankenstein, and all of them have different requirements, and most of them are connected to larger publishers or a lot of indie publishers or stuff like Bantam and Doubleday and Macmillan, Simon and Schuster. I'm pretty sure Bantam, Doubleday, and Penguin have like joined a long
Yeah,
time
they
ago.
have. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
but anthologies give you a chance to, like I said, do something a lot different or try something different than you might be used to, which is always a fun thing to do.
Very cool. So, knowing that these come up to you and kind of percolate in your mind, are you more of a pantser or more of a plotter?
I'm sorry, what was the first one? I'm sorry, Pam.
So knowing that the stories are kind of percolating in your mind, are you more of a pantser or are you more of a plotter? Do you go by the seat of your pants or do you actually plot everything out?
I don't really plot much of anything out. Like quite a few authors will make like a skeletal outline before they even go to write anything. I don't do any of that. Throughout, I may change things or research some stuff or go and look up this thing or that thing. One of the things about my vampire series, I wanted a way for vampires to be able to make blood last a little longer. And
Yeah.
of course, there's no technology back then like there is now. And for 3 weeks, I can't think of the word. I scrambled my mind trying to think of something, and then it hit me: ice houses.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And so I had my vampires take blood, and they would slaughter livestock, and they would take the larger organs from the livestock, put the blood in the organ, put the organ on the ice house, and they would have it for a couple more days, if that,
Very
before it
cool.
would turn rancid or rot.
Mhm.
So, to keep it fresh.
So your vampires are real uh like normal until it's feeding time and
Exactly.
they plan and all that stuff. See, I always like the vampires from what is it, 30 Days of Night. They're almost animalistic.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh, I
Eh,
love that movie.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
mine have ashen skin, and they're a little stooped over, and they move in like a preternatural way. So it's
yeah.
not full on human. Like I said, if you're close up to them, like we are, you can definitely tell that is not a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything in you will scream to get away, kind of thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Very cool.
I have that from normal human beings. I wouldn't tell a difference like that. Just sometimes.
My
But
favorite was always Anne Rice. The Vampire
oh
Chronicles.
yeah,
Absolutely love. She's the descriptions that she does are just amazing, and the whole universe that she built, just
the new series is
incredible.
actually really good. I mean, there's quite a few subtle changes, but it's an amazing series. They did a great job.
It's not bad. Yeah, I was. The first one I saw, I was like, oh, I'm going to hate this, and then I kept watching. I'm really glad I did because I really do like it.
Have any of you guys seen the original Salem's Lot from the 70s with Stephen
Yes,
King?
Oh, of course.
absolutely.
I love vampires as monsters so
We're
dearly.
all
Like the
we're all
1931
old.
Dracula.
Yeah.
No. He looks like a human, but he's not. He looks like a man, but he's not. He's a monster. He just behaves and pretends like he's one. But the Salem's Lot is one of the few movies that actually the vampires actually scare me still a little bit, and
Mhm.
that's a lot to do, especially with the scene with the old man in the house and the gravedigger. I think it was a gravedigger or the guy that ran the
The Lost Boys is better.
what? Oh, Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. It's
Lost Boys
okay.
is good.
Movie
It's
too.
okay. I mean, I've watched it.
Yeah.
But he's sitting in a rocking chair, and he just looks up and he opens his eyes, got that eye shine, and he just
Yeah.
lets out that hiss and that
So
slow
creepy.
hissing look at me, teacher. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not looking at a damn thing. No, you can have it.
Thank
And
you.
walk away.
Not happening.
No, the only thing that really creeped me out on Sam's Lot was that damn boy tapping on the
Oh,
window.
yeah.
It's like, get away from me, little floating boy. But kids are all creepy. All kids are creepy in these movies. I don't know why. I'm like, yeah.
Especially Stephen King movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a knack, man, for that.
He does.
Holy
Incredible.
cow.
Oh, like in Pet Cemetery.
Oh my gosh.
Gage, that
Yes.
was horrible.
Gage. Whoa.
See, in the book, Gage was scary. In the movie, Gage didn't do anything.
I've never read the book.
Oh,
You've
the
never
book's
read the book?
fantastic.
No, I've heard Pet Cemetery is the scariest book over and over. Keep.
When I was young,
is.
I read all
You know-
Stephen King's when I was young, and I was probably in middle school when that one came out. It scared me so badly, I had to throw it out in the hallway in the middle of the night.
Wow.
Exactly. That book.
Ugh.
That book is. Stephen King's got this way of setting the scene really good. You just know everything. You know the smells in the air, the sounds that are going on, and it's always readable. And you're reading like I think it's page 157 that everything goes sideways in Pet Cemetery in the book that I was reading, and then
Oh, wow.
I could not put it down. I'm an X-ray tech. I was doing patients with the damn book in my hand. I can
funny.
do it with one hand. I'm reading it. Yeah, hold your breath. And I forget to tell people breathe. It's terrible. That book got me. But now I read. You really have to catch me with like the opening line, because if you have to, some authors like to really just build their thing and it's real kind of slow, and I need somebody like there's a Christian author called Frank Peretti, and he will always he opens up the story with something bad happening. And so it just grabs you right away. And I'm like, I almost need that. Otherwise, I'm like, I talk about Stephen King. I hate The Stand.
Oh, really?
People will say that's one of his best books. I hate that book.
The body.
I
Yeah.
can't. I can't. I never make it through the tunnel because everybody got their own side stories and trying to move, and then I never get together. I've never read the book. I never. Terrible. My wife thinks
Yeah,
it's
I love the book and the movie. That and The Talisman and It.
Talisman
And
was
Tommy
great.
Oh,
Knockers.
it was great.
Tommy
And the newer
Knockers is
It
good,
are
yeah.
great.
Tommy Knockers is
Tommy
good.
Knockers. Tommy
Christine,
Knockers is all right.
Cujo.
Yeah.
Christine,
But
yeah.
Christine, I wish they would make Christine into a movie. That would be such a good movie.
They're remaking it.
It is a movie.
No.
You mean a better movie?
Yeah.
Christine was not a good movie, and if
Well,
you
now
read
it's
the
just
book,
a little.
you're like,
Now it's a little square. It's going to have wheels on it. It's going to get like a transformer. That's
The book's
it's like
excellent,
they never made the Running Man into her recently, and I was like, okay, that was, although they took liberties and updated things, it was more closer in line with the book. I hate it when they do that because you get a great book, and
You should totally try Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's so good.
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yes, it's lit RPG. Oh my gosh, it's the best.
That sounds like a story out of Mad Magazine.
Maybe a little, yeah.
It was right after Spy versus Spy. Yes.
Oh, Spy versus Spy is great.
That isn't great. It's
Stuff.
yeah. I've been reading some of those recently on Facebook. They got a page.
You're currently writing now? Are you currently on a book?
My I'm on the last book in my Once Upon the Grave Gothic Horror Vampire series, and I'm writing 3 more articles for. I have 2 main magazine publishers and my book publisher. My magazine publishers are Phantasmagoria with Trevor Kennedy in Belfast, Ireland, and David Saunderson with Spooky Isles in the UK, and then Dark Moon Press with Angel Vow and Eric Werner. But I'm going to be writing this week the 3 articles on Dark Fae of Scotland. And then he was wanting me to do a Frankenstein project because my absolute favorite Gothic novel ever is Frankenstein. I adore that book so much. I love that book.
Frankenstein.
Oh, Frankenstein, yeah. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, yeah. That's a good one. So you grew up, you mentioned you grew up in the basically 80s and 90s. And in my recollection, that's when horror turned more into slasher movies.
Yeah.
That era. So did that have an
early
influence?
80s is when they come out? Halloween.
Yeah.
Correct.
Halloween.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the 70s and 80s.
Not so much in the maybe late 70s, but so how much influence did that have on your writing, or does it? Is it more slasher, or is it more Alfred Hitchcock type stuff where you're surprise ending and everybody's dead or whatever, whatever the case might be? Nobody has any blood. Nobody has any blood. Well, yeah, there you
go. Slashers don't directly affect, but every horror movie I've seen, when I was a little kid, I was like a sponge. Anything I could watch, everything I could get my hands on, everything I could read, was just feeding myself to piece myself together. Slashers really don't have too much of a direct effect, but I love and adore the magic of all of it. There's the one element I could say, the regular person overcoming like the evil, the female, the teenager who has no combat experience, has never fought, nothing, gets pushed to the point of hysterics, and then she just stops and stiffens up. It's like, all right, I'm kicking your ass. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. That I would say has an effect. That did have a heavy influence.
Quick movie. It's not an old movie now. It had all the stereotypes in it. Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not expecting what that movie was all about. I just rolled all the way through it. It's funny. It's like,
that was good. There's a real good horror movie called it's a horror comedy. I think it's called Final Girl or The Final Girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a spoof of all horror movies. It's hysterical.
That's too funny.
It's fantastic.
We watch scary movies, but we don't like the slasher. Tina doesn't care for the slasher movies. My wife, uh, she likes monster movies. So any kind of monster in it, she is a big fan. And we have real hard time. I don't know if she had a hard time really, but uh, somewhere in the middle ground is Evil Dead.
I
Yeah.
And
love
Yeah.
Evil Dead.
and Evil Dead Burn is getting ready to come out, and I'm excited for it. And I don't think my wife wants to go, but I'm gonna pull her along. And we're gonna,
Mm.
I love it. I don't know. I love it. I love all those movies. I can't help it.
That's funny.
I know that. I mean, the old ones were kind of cheesy. The new ones are actually scary. So I'm like, right on, let's do it. I like
If you
scary
guys have never seen it, watch Evil Dead the musical if you ever get a chance. It's
The
hysterical.
musical?
Yeah,
I have
Oh
never
no,
seen that.
I've never even heard of that.
it's fantastic. It's
Oh,
really, really good.
no.
Wow.
They have
Okay.
they actually have a song called "What the Fuck Was That."
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Wow.
like
I can see that.
tagline for the entire series of movies.
Mm,
They have
right.
"This Is My Boomstick." They have that for a song.
Yeah.
Funny.
Well,
my
speaking
gosh.
of like powers and gifts and everything, not only do you write, but you also have gifts of your own.
I do. I was born with a lot of gifts. My dad and my family were very Catholic, and my dad wasn't so up on the idea that I had gifts. He was afraid of me, but he didn't really like come out and say it. But I felt it, and I think that only increased like the lack of communication between us. But I was born with the abilities of an empath and what's called the sight. I've always been able to look into people's souls and the natures and see who they are and what they are. I'm a channel and a medium, and clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, and claircognizant.
That's a lot.
okay.
Yes.
That's
There's
a lot
a
of clear.
lot.
It's a lot of Claires.
So
Oh
so
yeah.
you see, so
Seriously,
you
no.
see things, right?
Yes.
You can.
I see. I feel.
You hear.
Hear.
Yeah.
I
Feel.
see spirits and ghosts in my head, like in my mind's
you-
eye, but
Okay.
not like I'm looking at you guys. That's only happened
Okay.
maybe a couple of times,
Okay.
but it's mainly in my head when I see them.
Yeah, that's my question. Because some people say they see them like they're right there. Some people see it like a vision, which I guess
Mhm.
that's kind of like the way you see it. So yeah, that's I always wonder. Some people see things just differently, and that kind of just amazes me. So
But sometimes
also
you
very
can.
skeptical.
But Adrian, too, sometimes you can see without actually even seeing, either in your mind's eye or something physical. You just know it's there.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the sensing, because the empath part of it. You just no. You can almost describe them just by. It's almost like it's an invisible knowing, which is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm a sensitive, not a
Mhm.
psychic.
Okay.
But what you
I'm
said,
getting more
Ken, is
sensitive as I get older.
do what?
Nah.
I thought I'm getting
He
more
said he gets
sensitive
more
as I get older.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
get senile. It's okay.
In my abilities, every year of my birth, well, every birthday they get stronger, and along the way they've always gotten stronger and stronger. I've never found an off switch. I don't think there is one. You just basically develop shields and boundaries and do the best you can with the abilities you have. Like the point to me is to live a richer, fuller life and connect with other people. To me, that's the point for having the abilities.
Okay.
And whether you have abilities or not, whether you're an artist or not, boundaries are just really good for being a human being anyway, because we're creatures of passions and inspirations, intellect, ideas. A lot of that can come on like a Mack truck. A lot of it can seem and perceive like it's jumping all over you and you can't breathe, you can't get out of it. That's the perception. But boundaries slow it down. Boundaries make it stave it off. Boundaries give you time to handle yourself and collect yourself with it so you can understand it more. And a keener awareness from the abilities gives you the greater ability to understand how to handle things as they come at you and as they linger around. Because being a sensitive, good things and bad things hang out in you longer than they normally would if you weren't those things.
Mhm.
So it's a really good idea to be able to understand the energy of it, the nature of it, the frequency of it, the vibe of it, so to speak, so you can learn how to be more skillful with it, so you can learn how to. I don't really want to use the word master it, because I don't think mastering it is
can't.
possible in a lifetime. There's just too much, way
Right.
too much to it. But
Mhm.
being grown in closer touch from greater awareness with what you can do and what it is.
Yeah, I think the word is manage as opposed to master. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I kinda I have some talents as well, and, it's amazing what you can do with it and
Oh yeah.
what just happens, that it's yeah, so you gotta be grounded, you gotta protect yourself because you are a flame, and there's so many invisible moths out there that are just that's why they're always hanging around,
Exactly.
which is kinda cool. Um, so was there a particular maybe an instance or something that happened that really sealed this deal for you that, "Hey, this is what I am." Was there, like, a particular moment in time, or was it just a gradual, growth into, into your gifts?
Um, there was one event in particular when I was a little boy. I would lay on my back on a hill. I called it my thinking hill,
Okay.
and I would. It's where a lot of my ideas were born. It's where a lot of my keen awareness of what being alive means to me was born, of who I am and what I am. And one day, it felt like there was a heartbeat under me, like under my back in the ground, like directly under my heartbeat. And then the two heartbeats became one. And as soon as that happened, I noticed an energy flowing from the ground to my left, up in the air, overhead, down to the right, through my body, back into the ground, and it kept doing it and doing it. And as it did, I felt a great awareness with not only of my environment, but something so much larger than myself beyond my immediate environment. Somewhere that was unknown to me that this energy was coming from, this feeling was coming from, but I was connected to both at the same time. And after that day, the next night, I began to experience footsteps walking up to my window at night in my bedroom. And there was never a malevolent feeling to it. It was always benevolent. And this happened for about 3.5 weeks every single night. And when I read certain books later, I found that that is symbolic of knowledge coming to you and awakening that you're ready for, that you were born with.
Interesting.
So if there was one single event that sparked all of it, I would say that was the one.
That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
That is
That is
interesting. It
cool.
was almost like you were in an energy ball and it just said, "Charge up," that
Yep.
kinda thing.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like yeah, and it's amazing that once you learn that or accept that exponentially, man, it just starts growing and growing and growing. It's like, "What else can I do? I'm afraid to know." Not really, but, what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, "What's gonna happen next?" And all of a sudden, boom, something happens like, "I never knew that."
It's like it's its
Really?
own living thing. And
Exactly.
I've always been after what life is and what it is to be human. And all of this stuff started. And also, I forgot to mention when I was a little boy and I was experiencing this, I felt like I could talk to it. I felt like it was talking to me. So I said aloud
Okay,
and in my mind at the same time, "Is anybody there? Is anybody out there?" And it increased.
okay.
Wow.
But do you use any, equipment or anything? I'm first off, do you do any investigating itself or
No, I had a lot of bad experiences when I was younger.
okay,
I I used to be a huge people pleaser. It took me literally half my life to get rid of it. And friends of mine knew what I could do, so they would bring me along like a bloodhound. And even though I didn't want to at times, I figured I rationalized like, okay, I should go to like watch over them. And there are areas of Missouri, Ken, that I'm sure you know, and I'm sure probably everybody here knows. There are back road areas and areas that haven't been a lot of rural areas that haven't been touched by civilization too much. There's a
mhm,
lot of bad stuff back there. There's stuff that either was never human or maybe was human at one time and isn't anymore. And there's so much of it that's malevolent. It was just bad. It was not good. And being exposed to stuff like that without boundaries wasn't a good experience. And especially if you have people with you that aren't taking like rules seriously, like Don't take it seriously. Don't touch windows. Don't leave them rolled down. Don't taunt stuff. Don't try and tease things. Don't invite something that you have no idea about, that you have no reference for, because half the stuff, sometimes if it wants to, it doesn't matter what charms you wear, what spells you know, what rituals you've done. If it wants to
I
walk
tell people all the time.
it's going to do it.
Yeah.
It's like nature. Respect it because it doesn't have to respect you.
Exactly. And that happens a lot to what I call thrill seekers, because they have no idea what they're doing.
They think, because they don't truly believe.
That too.
So, and that's what happens.
And that's what I'm saying. They have no idea what they're doing.
The thing with Zach. That's the thing with Zach Bagans, because he's always taunting and stuff like that. And I said, well,
he's a bad teacher.
He is not teaching. He's an entertainer. That's what I try to tell people. People will emulate people.
People look at him as a teacher.
I know, but
you know what I'm saying? Badly.
I say
it's wrong.
That's why I say I don't think he's ever really had a paranormal experience, because the way he acts in his investigation, but he's a clown doing a show, and it's I wish I was a clown doing a show making
right.
No kidding.
Money,
so
right.
I've nothing really bad to say about him, other than the fact that he does do that, and it makes me wonder if he's ever really truly had a paranormal experience. Because if he'd gone through something like I did, he wouldn't do that. And I always tell my team members, even before I went through anything, I always tell my team members, if you provoke, that'll be your last investigation. So and get that way. And yes, Julie, he is a faker, but he's a rich faker. And anybody who complains about what he does is just jealous about the money that he's got. So because guaranteed if somebody said, hey, I'll put you on TV, you need to do this. And you do
the only thing I have to say about Zach, though, is when they first came out with Ghost Adventures, he seemed more realistic and more into what the paranormal was supposed to be. And then over the years, he became a businessman and was like, you know what?
Then the money kicked in.
Out and do my thing just to make it entertaining.
Tell me one TV show that doesn't do that.
I can't.
They all do that.
This one doesn't. This one doesn't.
Ghost Hunters.
This one doesn't.
Well, we're not on TV. We're kind of on TV, but not.
Ghost Hunters, the first couple seasons, they were always about debunking stuff like that. And then, and they were doing homes, and they were trying to help people. And now they don't do homes anymore, because it's all about doing the big places and being able to do events to make them money. So you sell out. That's why they say the love of money is the root of all evil, because you get that money, and then all you want to do, only thing a rich person wants is another dollar.
Well, that's because they live beyond their means. If they didn't live beyond their means, they wouldn't be good. But
that's what it is. But anyhow, that's my side.
William,
I'm sorry.
I'm looking at the little thing down here. It says romance author, performer. What is your performer? Or are you an actor, or
are you a romance performer?
I would do that. That's like, for example,
hold on, family show.
No, giving like say dramatic readings or performing dramatic readings of Allen Poe's more romantic works, like Annabelle Lee. Cool. I would definitely do that. But with my performing so far, 2 years ago, I believe it was 2 years ago, St. Andrew's Cinema in St. Charles helped me put on the first St. Charles Horror Con, and Ari Lehman was there, and there were well over 200 people, and I was the horror host for it, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I dearly love Vincent Price. Vincent Price is incredible. He's my favorite horror icon, always will be, and I've done 5 two-man Edgar Allan Poe shows. Where we performed at libraries, bookstores, and the the Grand Opera House on Main Street in St. Charles. And that was so much fun. And then there's an annual fall festival called Legends and Lanterns in St. Charles on Main Street.
I've heard of it. Yep.
And I was crew for that. And I'm very eager to do more performing, because I know that I'm meant for the performing just as much as my author career, and I love it just as much, almost more than my author career, but my author career is the main one. But I
Okay.
love both so dearly, so dearly. I have 2 things coming up with more performances, but I can't really talk about it too much yet on social media.
It's fine.
But hopefully I'll be able to soon.
Okay.
But I love performing. Again, I love connecting.
That's awesome.
Performing gives you such a great way to instantly connect with people,
Yeah.
and it's so wonderful. I love it so much. I have a horror host persona and everything. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
Very cool.
Very cool. Yeah, we'll have to chat about that off air here. Yeah, because I'm up that way quite a bit, up in your area. But I was trying to think here. I lost my question. Sorry.
That's okay.
It just poof, it's gone.
Oh, real quick though, so a follow up from the for the investigating. I have had quite a few positive experiences,
Okay.
and I would be open to going on investigations. I've never done it before, like
Okay.
like actual and like people do now.
Hmm.
Um, but I would have to make sure that like the environment and everything like would be all right with my lymphedema, with my legs and everything,
Yeah.
because a lot of the places aren't too like structurally sound that people go to, and it might be heavily out in the woods. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not true investigating. That is, what do we
oh,
call that? Urban exploration.
oh, okay, okay,
That's that I no I have a CPA license that I have to maintain, and if I get in trouble because I'm you know out in the woods and wandering around someplace that I shouldn't be, it's like no,
Investigating the urbane.
that is not a good thing for me. So I shy away from that. When I was a kid, oh yeah, I was wandering around all sorts of places, but no, when I got my license, I'm like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. So, but typically where we go is well-known places, and there's a lot of them around Missouri. I think when we first started this thing about what 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago now, first thing we were all supposed to do is figure out where have you been in your state, because we had to give a little personal bio. We each got a week, and I was going through my list. I'm like, oh my god, I've been at that time. That was 3 years ago. I've been to like 88 different places in the state of Missouri alone, and
Wow.
I've got almost the same amount over in Illinois because it's what 10 miles from me, 20
hmm
miles for you. So not even that far for you because you go north. But yeah, there's a lot of places that we can go to, and we'll figure something out.
okay.
And then come down to August 8th, right? Pam, come down
Yes.
to
Yeah.
Caney, Kansas. Talk about that one real quick. Invite him.
So yeah, in my little town, it's Caney, Kansas. It's right on the border of Oklahoma and Kansas, straight north of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we have an annual Paracon, and it's August 8th this year.
Oh, wow.
And we'll all be there. And we
Okay.
have it's free to the public. We started it as a networking situation, just to get everyone in the 4 state areas together, just to meet each other and learn the different camps. Because there's the cryptids and the UFO and aliens, and then there's the ghost hunters, and we kind of pull everyone together, and we have different panels during the day on different topics. We have speakers come in, and we last year we had a class. It was on Cryptids 101 basically, and it was Brian Terrell from Red Dirt Cryptids did it. It is a blast. We just get together for the whole day and hang out, and it's very low key. We have vendors, and we have a food truck, and it's a lot of
Oh,
fun.
the food truck is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot wait for the
It
food
is.
truck.
It's a good
Chanel, weren't
time.
you talking about that with me before about Paracon?
I was,
Right.
and I
I remember
actually
right.
sent your information to Chris on that. So
Oh, cool.
Well,
Good deal.
here's a good deal for him. I have a table. Chris talked me into getting a table. I'm
Did
like,
she?
I have nothing on the table. You can use my table if you come.
There
Oh,
you go.
fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great. Bring
I'd
your
be happy to
books.
give
Bring
readings.
bring your books and bring your
Oh,
pen.
okay.
Yeah.
Bring your
Awesome, man.
pen. Bring your pen so you can autograph.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of authors there. We typically have what 6, 8 different authors.
Sometimes,
oh
yeah.
god,
Yeah.
I don't know how many
didn't we
we
Amazing.
have
have
more
this
than that last year?
I don't remember.
That was a lot.
I say we. It's your show. You had
Well-
quite a lot last year.
We.
Those two are
You
You
named
guys
on
are
the-
invested too, though. Y'all are invested now too. I don't remember a lot from last year.
Oh, you were beyond
Oh
swab.
yeah.
I broke
but-
my leg. I got out of the
Oh,
hospital
no.
the day before, so I was a little
I'm glad it healed.
high.
But if you come, I do have a table that I'm probably going to have. Well, I might have my ghost rags on it, but I'm sorry, my orb rags. But
Oh, it's a ghost rag. That sounds terrible.
orb rags. I had to get the right name. They're on the floor over here. Yeah, that's probably the only thing I'll have on it. And
Okay, thank you.
you're
Kim.
more than welcome to use the table.
That'd be really cool. Yeah, yeah.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Sure.
We don't charge vendors. Vendors can come in and set up, and yeah, it's a
Oh,
lot of
wow,
fun.
that's amazing. My
Yeah.
fiance will likely be with me as long as she can make it.
Cool. Absolutely. Yeah, that'd be
And it's one level, no stairs.
yes.
Oh,
no,
that's
sure.
fantastic too.
Yeah.
That is much better.
There are a little bit of stairs, so like 2.
Oh, there's
but
a
there's a ramp.
Also,
Bump.
there's also a ramp.
Those are
There's a
steps.
wheelchair ramp, too.
Bump.
Yeah.
Those are steps, not stairs. Stairs go way up. Steps only go up a little bit.
Yeah. So it's not too bad. It's great. I love it. I've been going for a long time. My God, I don't even know how many years I've been
This
going.
is our 8th year.
Oh, wow, that's
Wow.
really cool.
Yeah.
It is very
I've
fun.
never really heard about it before. I don't
Yeah.
think before Shaw was
It's
talking
so
about it.
low key. Yeah.
I didn't
It's
hear
so
about it
low-key.
either. Yeah, that is why we have a show now. That's what A.M.O.K is all
That's
about.
what started.
Because they're only like
'Cause it
2.5
was my
hours
fault.
away from me. And I never heard anything of this place. I was like, see, that's why you can't advertise on Facebook, just limits you so much. So I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, we need to do this, talk about local events. Okay, I need to get something because we're getting closer to the end of the show. We had talked about it. We started off the show with everybody showing their hand, right? Right. So it said you're a palm
yeah.
reader type thing. How do you get into that?
My natural abilities showed me how and taught me, plus a lot of books that I read and
Yeah.
quite a few people that I talked to, and otherworldly influence, I'll say, other like non-physical influence that taught
Yeah.
me. A lot of it was my abilities and intuition and my awareness. All of that helped me to learn it,
Very cool.
That is-
and quite a bit of practice.
Quite a
Yeah,
Okay.
just
for sure.
yeah.
So do you do this stuff full time? Do you write full time? Do you do this
what's your
palm
day job?
reading and different things? Do you do it full time, or is it more of a side hustle? That's a wrong word. I apologize.
Oh no, that's okay.
But it's part time stuff, or is it full time?
Close to full time as I can get it. It's not exactly full time yet. I have, with my lymphedema, I'm on disability.
Okay.
That's like the main source of income. That and events. So it's not exactly full time yet, but it's pretty close. And I would dearly love to have it be full time.
That'd be
Right.
awesome. Yeah.
Pam, I don't think I don't think there's any palm readers there, are there? At your thing?
No, we
I-
have someone reading
Yeah.
runes. We have tarot, and we
Right.
have
You have psychic one with
psychic
the
medium.
With Christy.
with Christy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Christy read me. I didn't do the rune lady. I need to do that. I just
Rachel,
Have,
she's pretty good too. Yeah. She's pretty
I haven't
We
had
do
Christy
tarot,
read me
too.
yet.
And I know
I'm sorry?
a little bit about room. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Sean.
No, I just said I hadn't had her read me yet. You good?
I know I do tarot too, and I know a little bit about runes. Like I know one way to do like a 3-stone rune, but that's about it so far.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So I mean, if you're interested, I'm guessing he could possibly do maybe a little bit of.
You'd have to
Palm reading
talk to
Talk to
Chris
Chris?
about that. Yeah,
Yes.
because
Okay.
they kind of limit the number of readers that they have because of the size of the thing.
Oh,
but
Gotcha.
Doing-
Okay. But
yeah,
there's
so I don't want to
always
step on. I don't want to say yes and then get yelled at.
but there's
Oh, I
always
understand
next
that.
year. There's
But
always next year.
absolutely, author for sure. Bring your stuff,
Yeah.
and we have people that they bring crafts that they make and all different kinds of stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, fantastic! I have merch too.
Oh, perfect. There you go.
Yay.
I only
Awesome.
have orb
I don't.
rags.
I'm excited.
I have orb rags.
Me too.
I have nothing. I think that people having the opportunity to see me in person is more than enough.
There you go.
Well,
I'm
we
like,
may
I'm here all
have
day.
some
I'm here all
merch
day.
eventually.
Oh,
I have
no.
been. Hang on, I have been making some T-shirts, and we
Oh,
wore
my
our
God.
T-shirts at the convention, and it was very, very loved. So we'll see.
We need to take your design shot and make some stickers and things too.
Yes,
Those would be cool.
yeah, they would.
Stickers. We could do a
Sticky brand's good for
Maybe.
stickers.
Yes.
What are you doing? Oh.
I love it.
Oh, nice.
That's
That's
cute.
awesome.
Just a little hand wave.
That's just,
So,
you can put a
William,
boogie
give
in it.
everybody.
That's right.
Tell everybody where they can reach you if they want to talk to you about some things or
Where I
try
was
to get
going
a
next.
reading or anything like that. Where you're going to be at.
I can be reached on Facebook and Instagram and through email, something strange 12 at yahoo.com. And my books can be gotten on Amazon. And if you email Darkmoon Press at darkmoonpress@gmail.com, they can get you copies of my empath book, my empath book, which is called Empath Sensitive Human, and the first two books in one for my vampire series, which is Once Upon a Grave, and the second story in the same book is Bound to the Grave.
Cool. Very cool. I'm excited. Yeah.
What was the
I'm a
email
librarian,
address?
so I'm all about the
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
books.
Are
Isn't that
you
cute?
What
Oh,
was
that's
the
cool.
It's backwards. It says
Oh,
ow,
it's
ow,
ooh,
but
it's ooh, 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 ooh.
Because
It's
it's
pretty
mirrored.
woo-woo, but it's cute. Yeah, I love it.
It was your email was what? Something strange.
Something strange 12 at yahoo.com. And I also have another email. I have a author and performer card, which is that's not okay. Yeah,
Ooh, cool.
and then on the back is the contact info.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be backwards,
Nice.
but
Yeah, I was gonna say if you take a picture of it and send it to us, we can post
Yeah,
it.
we'll put it on the
definitely.
page.
Also, my other email is authorwilliambove@gmail.com.
Very cool.
But I will take a picture and send it to you guys.
Yeah, do, and we'll put it on our page.
But the first image on the front of the card is my brand image that a friend of mine created for me.
Very cool.
She's a fantastic talent. It's inspired by my love for Edgar Allan Poe and Masque of the Red Death, the first story that I read, and it showed me who I was and what I meant to do with my life.
That's so cool. That's
So,
neat.
is there
All right,
anything else that you would want folks to know about you that we failed to ask?
Dark Moon Press is helping me come out with the Victorian Penny Dreadfuls, the first issue, and it's coming out for the fall.
Fun.
And I've got ideas for like 13 more issues of it, and I am so excited and so happy for that. That's going to be so incredible.
That
I
is
love
cool.
Victorian Gothic horror and Victorian Gothic romance as well. And the Penny
Right on.
Dreadfuls are just amazing, but they don't have anything to do with the series at all.
Okay, so it's gonna be
Cool.
standalone.
Yep.
It said, and my
Awesome.
Cash App is, and you just send me money. Anyhow, no, hey, great to have you on the show tonight. That was fantastic.
Great to be here. I'm so thankful that you guys had me on. I'm very happy to be on. Thank you, Shah. Thank you, everyone.
Well, if you get a
Oh, yeah.
chance and can make it to Bordertown Paracon, absolutely do. We'd love to have you.
Definitely.
Love to meet you.
I would love to. If there's any information you guys can send me on that or want to send me like registration information or anything.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll get it over.
I
Then you
did
get a
send
chance
your
to meet me in
information over to
person.
Chris, and Chris is supposed to. I think she was going to reach out to you. I don't know. I
Okay,
did
no,
send
I'll
her
get a
your
hold of her and make
information.
sure that she does.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah,
Don't go nowhere.
absolutely.
Hang around. We'll talk to you after the show. We're gonna wrap things up, and like I said, thanks for coming on. It was fantastic. It was good.
No, it was
Thank
great.
you guys again. I
Nice
love it. I
meeting
had
you.
a lot of fun. It's always great talking to you guys.
Yeah,
All right.
Oh
absolutely.
Thank you.
yes, definitely.
Bye. Here we go. He goes poof. There he goes.
Yes, poof.
Yeah, we talked
Very
about
cool.
Bordertown. For those of you guys that don't know about that, it's in Caney, Kansas, on the 8th. It is a free event. What time does it kick off?
It starts at doors open at 9.
At 9 o'clock.
And everything gets rolling at 9:30. So
Yeah. So I mean, you really want to come. It's a lot better than what you think it is. If you
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
been,
It
That's
is.
even
And it
there,
gets
you know,
bigger
you
and
gotta
bigger
go.
and
every
it's even
year.
better than Adrian said.
It is. It's pretty good, and yeah, come on out. Not only do you get a chance to see us, you get to meet a whole bunch of other really cool people. So,
Yep.
nobody I met there is like, ugh. I like them all. Isn't that weird?
Yep.
And
Yep.
then, of course, if you can't make that, the Central Kansas Paracon in Hutchinson, Kansas, that is on the weekend of September 25th, and that's $40 a day. But there's going to be a lot of speakers. She's putting on quite a thing. So there's it gets kind of pricey on the whole weekend thing. It's $120 for the whole weekend, but for a good event, you're gonna have to pay some money. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
There's
Most
a lot
places
of
don't
cool
have the.
things.
Yeah,
It includes a lot of cool stuff. Yeah.
it's hard to put on an event like the Caney event because you guys. It just I wish I could do something like that here because the overhead is just so much.
Yeah.
And then October 24th and 25th is Arkansas Paranormal Expo. That's $10 a day at the door. That's at the MacArthur Museum in Little Rock, and that's
That's
a
the
large
best.
event.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
a
Yeah.
big
a large
time.
event. So
Yeah.
that's kind of fun. I've been hanging with that thing for almost 10
And
years.
then, yeah. Oh,
Maybe
wow.
maybe more than that. I don't even remember. It's because I'm old and the dementia is starting to set in. But
And y'all don't forget, New Orleans is also going to be in play with me and Pam there on the weekend of the 2nd of August. So that's the first part of August.
And then Hopkinsville, the Goblin Con,
Is the 22nd of August.
I think 3 of us are going, I believe.
Well, she hasn't committed yet.
Me, I want to go. I want to go. I do want to go. I
Two
just
and a
gotta-
half of us might be there.
yeah.
And then
Alright.
we've got other things going on too, but we'll
Yep.
talk about those next week.
And then
All right,
next week
guys.
we have Tilly and Artemis coming on.
Oh, right
y'all
on.
tune into that. So
Yep.
that's going to be
Cool.
fun too.
I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to
that'll be a
that.
good
That'll
one.
be great.
Yeah.
Artemis
Yeah.
is
It's going to
great.
be awesome.
And Tilly was in the background saying all kinds of things like that, trying to
Yeah.
knock
And
me
she's
out.
actually going to
knock
be
me off
there.
my-
So
Yay.
We just saw her hand every once in a while, kind of sneaking around and waving.
got you out of
the
your
last
shoes,
time.
Adrian.
Yeah. All right. Okay. See where she goes. Where we go from there because you never know where we're gonna go. We
No.
run them
Nope.
up.
We
All right.
run them up.
We run them up.
All right. See you guys next week.
Take care.
Bye,
Have a good
Night,
one.
everybody.
Bye. Go on.